Hello and welcome to the show. Today I am going to do a driving test and try and not fail and crash miserably because I am playing city car driving. Quite a lot of you guys have recommended that I have a go at this game, and quite recently it came out on Steam. I was sent a code for it, so thank you to the developers for that one, and I'm curious to give this a try and see how it goes. I've had to faff around a little bit to set up my steering wheel and get everything working. I had to get it out of the boxes. It was a mess trying to get my steering wheel out, but I do now have my steering wheel. I have set my profile to Australia. There is no UK. There is no England rules of the road, so it is set to Australia. I don't really know most of the road. I can kind of guess at some of the road signs, because it was the only one that let me have a right-hand drive car. So, yeah. We're going to go into the career mode, and rather than faff through here, we're literally just going to go straight into the test. I should point out also this game does have the world's longest loading times. I also have no doubt the loading is probably going to screw with the recording and desync everything. So, yeah, fun times. So, here we are in our car. We have got to follow the guided route. You can see in the map in the top right-hand corner. Also below it, you'll see I can have 20... I guess minor faults, essentially. Now, there is a lot to this game. For example, you can see by the sort of speedo and stuff in the top corner, there are all sorts of warning lights. You actually have to manually put on a seatbelt. Admittedly, that was an interesting one assigning buttons for, because there's lots of buttons to assign for in this. But you actually have to remember to put on a seatbelt before you set off, otherwise instructor will get very angry at you. Oopsie. Thankfully, I have got a steering wheel with a clutch pedal. There is an option for an automatic clutch, but seeing as I have an option for a proper clutch, we are going to be using that. So we've got to start the car up, take the handbrake off. Now, if we go and put this, in fact, we'll put it in reverse, so if we bump into anything, it'll be behind us. If I now take my foot off the clutch, the car will just stall. And that's quite a cool thing to actually have, that it has a proper stalling mechanic. Sort of a little bit different to the way that, Forza cars will stall and do silly stuff and whatnot. This will actually have a proper full-on engine turning off, as you would kind of expect. Now, I should point out that while I've set up my steering wheel, there is no way to actually calibrate the pedals and set their sensitivity, which means that everything is ridiculously sensitive in this car. I'm hoping for this test it will have put on ABS, because otherwise the brake pedal is basically a switch. So, yeah, this is a little... I have managed to fiddle around with the sensitivity of the clutch, but as far as sensitivity of the throttle goes, in fact, if we just go, that is what I'm doing there is a tiniest of movements on the throttle. Yeah, it's really quite difficult to work with, but there we go. Right, we shall set off and try and not... Yeah, you see, I'm doing fractions of... If I was in my real life car, my RX-8, that would barely have given it anything more than idling, but yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous on here, so I am going to rev the nuts off it without meaning to. Right, there does not seem to be anything coming. I also like that they've got sort of all Christmassy decorations and whatnot going on here. Turn around the corner, there we go. Only a little bit exploring out of lane. Now, one of the big difficulties, you will see I've kind of got double mirrors and so on going on, is it is so difficult. This is a similar problem I have with Euro Truck Simulator as well. It is so difficult to steer and try and look around. So I'm trying to, look around to see if there are cars coming and then see what direction I'm heading in and so on. But I can't do that because I've got my hands on the steering wheel. I've got to move my hands off to move the mouse, and it is just... yeah, a little bit on the ridiculous side, basically. So, that is one of the most difficult parts of all of this, is to try and do that without... my chair is slightly moving backwards, which is not making life easy for me. I'm also pretty sure I have now stopped on a zebra crossing or something, so... yeah, let's not worry about that too much. We'll go around here, everything is fine. Now I need to quickly reshuffle the camera. This doesn't auto-recenter itself. We will... I did press the indicate button to get off the... There we go, look at that! We've got off the roundabout and I haven't done any faults yet. I mean, seeing as I drive a car in real life, I would hope that I could know what I was doing without getting any faults. 300 meters turn right, so we're going to go into this lane. He is going very slowly. I know I can do 50 kilometers an hour down here. So we'll go for a little bit of an overtake on the car. Now, this is with very, very light traffic. This game actually got quite impressive quite impressive AIs going on. It can have a lot of traffic going on, and traffic will make mistakes and will make dumb things, and you will have to deal with stuff that occurs. So suddenly changing of lanes, cars running red lights, and all of that sort of shenanigans that you have to, you know, you might have to deal with in the real world is stuff that might happen to you on here. Oh, come on now. Let's not do anything too stupid over there. Hey, we're around another corner. Oh, we can get up to the giddy heights of 60. No, look, we can do 60 here. I was speeding up. Oh, bugger, we need to steer over here. That's a little bit of a last-minute change of direction, but it's fine. There was no one around, so it doesn't really matter too much. Now, don't curb it through here. I have got to resist the temptation to boot it. that is the, must resist urge to floor it. Mercedes G-Wagon. Because, yeah, it is very tempting. Very tempting indeed. Oopsie, did I not get... Okay, I've got to give it a little bit more time. We've not got a sequential gearbox in this car, so I've got to give it a little bit more time as we are changing through the gears. There is no pedestrians wanting to use the crossings. And now we will come to a nice controlled-ish halt. I thought I locked the brakes up a tad bit there, but perhaps not. Are you turning down here? No. Yes, you are. Okay. It's really difficult to see if their indicators are actually on or not. And around there. Okay, so far, oopsie, again, I think I'm pressing it all a little bit too fast for the game to register. I'm going to set the camera up before... There we go. You've got to set up how we're looking after we've made it around a corner. Yep, that's totally the way things work. Comply with the speed. Okay, sorry, game. Don't get angry at me. I've still managed to do this so far without any minors whatsoever. I don't look forward. I'm assuming it's going to ask me to park or something like that. Don't look forward. Parking is perhaps like the most difficult thing with this whole looking and driving bit. I do believe that this game, as it's when I was looking through the options, could use a VR set, and if it could use a VR set, that would be absolutely incredible. This would be a really almost a useful tool in terms of practice driving, just in general. If it is as good as if it's very good in VR, we got some penalties on that. I'm not quite sure. I could have gone... Oh, I can't actually see them indicating over there, which is irritating. I was busy faffing around with the camera and didn't figure out what I got told off for. I think I might have actually parked like a fraction too far forward, gone across the line bit. So we're going to go here. Try and not bump into the back of... You are doing... Ugh, no, come on! Get a... can we... I don't actually know if we are allowed to... I think there's two... Yeah, there are 2 lanes off there, you moron. Yeah, okay, you got to be aware of what the bloody AIs are going to be doing. Increasing. There wasn't a car there when you were telling me off. I was perfectly fine out here. That's again not my fault particularly, that one. But I think it's kind of a Volvo-esque looking car. Turn right at the next intersection. Okay, we can. Oh, we've still got more on in a Volvo up ahead, and there is no one coming, so we will be fine. To get down here, everything is going relatively well. It's 40 kilometers down, 40 kilometers an hour down here. Not 40 kilometers, otherwise that would be a very, very long journey. We're almost, I think, at our destination. We're 0.3 kilometers away. He's now gone and sped off away from me. Typical. What are we going to be tasked with doing at our destination? I was expecting sort of more like an emergency stop or reverse around a corner or something like that. Although having said that, we are 0.1 kilometer away. Oh, park on the left. Okay, right, hold on. We're going to cheat. I say we're going to cheat. We're going to not parallel park like I suspect it wants me to, and we're just going to kind of go in here like so. I've not done this very well. I don't have any idea how wide this car is, and I can't really see a bloody thing. So we're going to just sort of guess with the mirror and say that that's okay. We can probably go a little bit further. I don't know. Set your parking brake. Okay, I think it's actually happy with me in here. Shut off the engine. That's that one. Ha ha! We did it! We passed our driving test. That actually went quite smoothly. That went very smoothly indeed. New achievement, no violations in the city, city driving. But I got 2 stars out of 3. I'm guessing if I got absolutely no warnings at all, I would have got the 3-star. I think that was just me. Either I changed lanes wonkily or I went a little bit too far forward. I think I probably did the latter. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that. Right, we shall leave there. And yeah, there are all sorts of other different tasks that you can do. Shall we try doing this is going to be really, really arsey. I think this is sort of like a hill start, and I've got to try and use uber sensitive throttle and quite sensitive clutch. This should be fun. I was hoping for a little bit more spectacle, I'll be honest, than than this. Oh, I've got to do all of this and start the engine and everything. Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit more spectacle in terms of a hill, like a stupidly steep hill or something. Okay, that was my bad. I thought it wanted me to go to the next line. Sorry. I know. I did a silly thing. I wasn't quite listening to your instructions properly. Right, there we go. Get it in gear. Go forwards. Whoopsie. There we go. Now, park up there. Don't quite know how long the front of this car is. It is also a little bit funny. This is what I was finding in testing. It was a little bit funny with register. You have to get really close to the line before it'll register it. So up here-ish. Stop closer to the stop line. Oh, damn! I'd have rolled back a little too far. Right. Yeah, this is not going to be quite as easy. Oh. Okay, I know I've got to do all of this thing. You know what I said about it was cool that it had like all of these, you know, like seatbelt and all of that sort of stuff. It is cool, but when you've got to kind of keep restarting stuff, pain in the arse. Okay, we're not far enough forwards. There we go. Now stop before the next one. There. Stop closer to the stop line. Now, if we go for sort of like this, problem is I don't trust this. This car at all. Like, I don't trust myself with the clutch in this because everything is so uber sensitive that it's really difficult. There we go. Right. Okay. So we've got a bit more clutch movement than I'm expecting, but we've got crazy throttle movement going on. So there, we've got to have to. Yeah. So we're good with going. Oh, we've got way too much of the. Right, okay. So hold on. Let's just do that. So if we have that about there-ish, that should not roll us back. Set parking brake. There we go. Continue driving. So we've got to do exactly the same thing that we did last time. I mean, there's nothing, I guess, to stop me from doing that. Just boot it up the hill. I guess that's. Hey, we did it with a little bit of flooring it. I wonder if. Okay, I've got a plan. Yeah, we got achievement. Oh, we missed the middle one. I guess that was not have to shuffle on the hill. Now, what I do want to try is. Game, are you going to be happy if I go... You see, I see a ramp ahead of me. It's probably going to tell me off long before I get to do what I want to do. But we're going to floor it and see what happens. Let's try and not crash into the vehicles behind us. Right. Let's go and see what happens. It's going to fail me literally as soon as I pass that. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Oh, disappointing. Crap. Oh... Though that does give me a plan. Right, so you've got all of these different scenarios, and there's all sorts of various ones to go through. I think there's more advanced exams. The exam thing that I did was actually a very, very basic one, but yeah, there's plenty of those to go through. Now, we can also go and do some free driving out in the area. Now, I'm going to set ourselves at the test track because I did want to go and test the jump, etc. But you can go, like, this whole area is a free roaming place, so this is just spawning us in at the test track, and then you can go and explore the other parts of the map. What I'm going to do, seeing as it is winter, and seeing as it's coming up towards Christmas, let's have a nice wintry, snowy scene. Let's have it nice early morning, a nice fresh morning for us to go messing around with. Transport our vehicle. There's all sorts of different vehicles in this game. I'm thinking a ute, not quite as powerful as the Maloo or the Ford Pursuit ute, but figuring it should be good fun nonetheless. I am going to put anti-lock brakes on it because, as I said, it's so awful. Now, what you can do in here, which is quite neat, not in that part, traffic. So we can set our traffic density. So we can go 70% traffic density. We can have extreme driving conditions, and we'll fill it full of pedestrians. Sounds fun to me, really. Then, yeah, let's go and have a play around in an icy city with a 200 horsepower ute. So, kind of, some power. some power at least. Right, so here we are in the city. Remember all the different things that we have to do. The snow is blowing around quite nicely. There is our ramp to aim for. Now, I did have, when I first fired up the game, a very brief... Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. I did have... Oh, you want me to put... what is headlights? That one. That one's headlight, that's main beam. Cool! I did have a very quick go, and the sort of snow/ice physics is really quite interesting to drive around in. There is, as you would imagine, not a huge amount of grip in the car. Oh, did we not actually? Oh, for God's sake! It's the not having like a sequential gearbox, and hey, we're gonna go for some snowy oversteer moments. There's some cones here. Never mind. Yeah, it takes it a little bit longer to get into gear, and I'm just so used to games it being immediately, and there's of course nowhere near enough grip to make that work. It's going a bit too quickly while faffing around with gearbox. We'll figure it out eventually, honestly. I don't drive like this in real life. I'm perfectly safe. I'm perfectly safe with a car. Perfectly safe. But because I can prat around here in the snowy car park area, I'm going to... What did I hit there? I don't actually know. I know I'm knocking cones down. I don't really care about the cones. Something solid, though. I clipped the back of the car. Whee! Uh-oh, that thing's solid. Avoid that. We were going to go take a jump, weren't we? Now I'm just having too much fun in the snowy car park. Whoa! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Hey! There we go. And this way. Don't tap the sign. Don't tap the sign. There we go. There's a lot of steering wheel movement going on here. Oh, that's not... I could do with a couple hundred more horsepower in this for maximum fun. It's not quite... We're going to get some donuts on the go here. Kind of, yeah, we could definitely do with a little bit more horsepower for maximum silliness, really. At some point we'll pull out of the... there's a little... Again, we're just doing these little love taps. It's fine. I've had a... It's not really a massive accident game. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh... Brakes. Oh, locked everything up. Yeah, when you lock everything up in the ice, you are basically done for. That is very much the case. I'm also having another problem that you don't normally have in a real car, and that is that my office chair that I am sat on, that was fine in my flat. Apparently, the flooring that we have in my office now is slightly more slippery than the one we had in the flat, and I keep rolling backwards when I go to push down the clutch. So... I've got that as a problem to worry about. It's fine. We'll deal with that one. Now, if we... Crap, I've got way too much speed. Oh, I couldn't quite thread the needle there. Yeah, if I got on the brakes, with the way that this bloody game is, I think I just locked everything and gone straight at the wall. You've got to think about it a lot more. If you want to drive like a moron, and you can, when you're in free drive, you can drive like a moron wherever you want. You do have to think about things a lot more, especially when you are in the ice. In the dry, of course, it would be all right. Can we... Oh, crap, I'm running away from my... There we go. So, my chair really did try to escape that time. That's not helpful. Can we... Oh, there we go. Right. We're fine. I'm back. I've pulled over. I think there are other issues there. The fact that it would crash into something. Oh, there we go. No wheel spinny start. There we go. Right. Definitely want more power. Definitely want more power. I've completely missed the entrance or exits to this place. There we go. Get some slide. Oh, a little bit too much. A little bit too much. It's fine. How do we get out of here? I guess we go this way. I'm too lazy to go grab the mouse, so we're just going to turn this way. Ah, there we go. I spied traffic. Shall we go see how bad the traffic actually is? Oh, brakes. We're fine. You're driving in... Okay, I guess I'm kind of in the middle of the road here. Never mind. I'm also sat so far back that the pillar is completely blocking my vision here. But never mind. Oh, okay, we are out. We are onto the normal roads. Now, I could... Again, you're perfectly okay to try and drive around like a normal person. Instead, I'm going to drive around a little bit faster just because I want to go and explore a tad more. Hopefully, try not to crash into everything in doing this. Oh, but... There we go. Oh, there is all sorts of traffic. There is a lot of traffic going on here. There is a... and it is impressive, you know, that they can... You know, it needs to have... Ooh! I mean, I thought I was being an idiot, but, well, I am. I'm being a real idiot. However, that was also idiotic. It's not me being the only idiot. I guess that's what you get for putting everything on extreme. I got completely lost by this blue car. Who could get revenge on him, but I'm not going to. AI, yes. Sorry. For this game to be any good, it has to have very, very, very impressive AI, and it does on the most part. You know, cars will make mistakes. Admittedly, I'm telling them, you can tell them to all drive around like very, very sensible people, but they will make mistakes. They will throw up situations for you to have to deal with. I haven't actually seen any pedestrians around. There should be somewhere. They too will like suddenly run across the road, and that's something you've got to try and stop for. Well, depending on how you're playing. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, pedestrians will be moronic, and they can have quite a lot of cars on screen at once, especially if you go into... I don't know this map very well at all. Let's get rid of that onto the side. If we go into like the big parts of the city, you can get a lot of cars going around at one time, and... yeah, it's quite impressive, considering the struggles GTA 5 has, for example. And, of course, you know, it's not got the detailed world, and so on. However, it does do a very good job of having plenty of traffic to negotiate, if you want it to. If you just want... I don't know if you can actually turn traffic completely off if you just want to go mess around in a city with quite an interesting physics model, etc. Oh, didn't know where that van was going. Are we... I don't know whether we're heading towards a busy part. Oh, turned across a little too soon. There is no... Well, there is kind of ways of overtaking. Unlike, you know, most games, most open-world driving games will do a thing whereby there will always be enough space for you to get a car through the lanes. So, for example, down the middle of the road, you would be able to fit your car plus the AIs on either side. Like almost every single open world driving game will do that to allow you to drive around like a tool and so on, and to drive quickly, whereas this one here is not like that. It's actually a relatively... Oopsie, I completely forgot about the clutch. Are we just going to stop on the roundabout, Golf? Yes, we are. We're going to come behind you. Can we do some... roundabout drifting is probably not going to go too well, is it? There's way too many cars around here for roundabout drifting. There's way too many cars, and I'm not powerful enough. Hindrance to a vehicle moving in the same direction. It was only minor. It was only minor hindrance. You should not be pulling out there, Mr. BMW. Come on, we're going for some more roundabout drifting. We're going to go drifting into a bus in a minute. Nope, abandon roundabout drifting. There is too many cars. Too many cars and not enough power. I want to change up. Apparently not. Too many cars, nowhere near enough power. And yeah. For, you know, this is not your sort of normal racing game. For what it is, though, I actually quite like it. I wasn't sure whether I was going to enjoy it or not. I mean, there is certainly plenty of opportunity for messing around in here, and I always like quite a sensible world that you can then go and mess around with. In many ways similar to Euro Truck Simulator. There's a little bit less in... Well, I say there's less. This is more about kind of passing various driving tests. There's less in the way of sort of missions, etc. Oh, just get stopped before we plough into the back of a Passat look-alike, at least. However, when it comes to, you know, the actual world itself, it's not the prettiest of games. I think it's okay, though. The car interiors are actually very nicely detailed. I did very quickly have a look at some mods that I may well cover later on. If people are interested in seeing me play more of this, probably end up messing around more than anything. But yeah, even sort of mod cars have got some really, really detailed interiors. And yeah, it's something a little bit different. Something... I say it's a little bit different, sort of challenge-wise, for a driving game, at least. To actually have this quite realistic city, certainly in terms of road layout and all of that, if you want to drive it like that. Or you can be like me and try and fly your way through here. Oh, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We're going to murder a car. We're going to murder a post as well. That's us done, I think. That's the end of the Ute. That's actually got sort of damage, I say damage, more than Gran Turismo ever did, but, whoopsie, I've caused a bit of a kerfuffle. I've caused a little bit of a kerfuffle in the middle of this intersection. Oh, I thought I was in reverse. I've had an accident. Thank you for telling me that now. There's a reverse. Whoa, what's going on with his neck? I think I preferred it when I was inside the car, I will be honest. I think that was a preferable situation. Does he move around with the... Oh, he does. He moves around as you turn the steering wheel. That's quite cool. Right, let's not look at the horrible mutant we have inside the car, and shall we? Oh, do we still? I had my foot on the clutch the whole time. I just slipped slightly. Where is the gear? There we go. Gear forwards. Shall we go see how fast we can go? That shall be the final. The final thing for this video. How fast can we get the ute in an icy city? I think we've got 140 kilometers an hour before we had a big crash that time around. Oh, crap. There is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. Swerve through all of that lot. Now we're in oncoming traffic. It's fine. Back to... It's not easy trying to get up speed here. Because if I was doing this in, well, just about any other game, you could just boot it and weave your way through, no problem. That's a very big truck. However, in this, it's a real tough challenge. I'm going through that gap. We're going to have a tremendous accident any minute now. Oh, I've locked it. I've locked everything up. We're abandoning it. We're on the footpath now. I might have knocked someone over. Sorry. My bad there. It's very bumpy out here. Maybe we should do it a little bit better on here. Oh, crap. I was looking at messages and did not pay attention. Not a good idea to look at the message. I was just curious as to how much it was telling me off. When you're in the oncoming lane, I've got no stopping. Mercedes has avoided... Well, I've avoided the Mercedes just about. We're going to play the snow. The snow was safe out here. We've not got very much in the way of speed out in the snow. It was relatively safe. Shall we go up on the motorway? Oh, this can only go swimmingly well. I would assume the motorway... Whoopsie. Oh no, I think I've just... Oh, well, we've buggered that one all up completely, haven't we? I think I might have actually been on the motorway there, and that was the way off the motorway. That's why I kind of panicked. I shouldn't be doing this. I've definitely had an... Oh, I've stalled it again. Whoopsie. Definitely have had an accident here. There we go. Right. Sorry, everyone. Someone else can deal with that chaos. Final, I guess, area... place that I might be able to get up to speed, of course, would be on a motorway, but there is certainly plenty of traffic going on down here. Oh, that's a spectacle. We're up to almost 200 kilometers an hour, but we're going to have to go on the brakes because God knows how tight this corner. Okay, it's not quite as tight as I was fearing it to be. I'm quite liking this as a challenge, actually. Comply with the speed limit. No. Oh, I couldn't. No, I forgot I was in the snow. I'm thoroughly impressed with the handling model of this. I'm prattling around like a moron, and, well, I'm getting into trouble like a moron. There we go. Yeah, quite an impressive sort of simulator when it comes to driving around, although there is plenty of opportunity for tomfoolery. Yeah, I'm quite liking this game / simulator. I wonder if the AI are going to know what to do here. I also love how that's just kind of trying to get going against the wall. Well done. How big of a traffic jam can we cause? Who knows? However, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm liking how the cars are spreading out as they're coming into the queue. Again, more impressive AI. Anyway, I'm going now, honestly. Goodbye.